Faster on the beat, let's get it.
Back at it again. Today I'm excited to showcase Enel versus Pluffy. A really rough match for Enel. I won the dash roll, so I'm going second. So I'm attacking 5. Let's see what we're gonna do next. Really interesting. Oh, there you go, guys. I might put the card back. Let me tell you why. That card can search Namis, can search Rygos. And I'm recording this the commentary on the 27th, and by the time you guys see this, probably is gonna be next month, early next month, right? But I want to thank you so much for the support you guys have been giving us, commentary, liking the live streams. It really helps us in the algorithm. So shout out, congrats to Greed Carpus. He won our Jigs locals. It was 5 rounds. Don't remember how many players were, but there was a lot of players, and he won with Shanks. So congrats to you, my brother. We might have a special deck profile for you guys. If you guys don't know who he is, he top a Nats, the past Nats in Orlando, and I know he has an amazing record in regionals and all that stuff. He's a great player. He always loved to grind. He used to be a white beer main. Now he's a Shanks main, and man, he knows his One Piece. So really proud of you, brother, and hopefully we can make a deck, a special deck profile from him and for you guys. So yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know what I searched, sorry, I wasn't paying attention, but I might put the card back because man, I was playing against BY yesterday. I saw one Nami, I play it, but I saw no Katas, only saw one Nami, and man, the thing about that card, you can bottom deck your high end, but like I was saying in the past, you drew a luck in your deck, so you might get there again. And also, you know, it will really hurt you if you bottom deck 3 aces, 1 Yamato, and 1 Kara. That would really mean, but the odds of that happening is really low. Sometimes I'm like, should I play more Shirayoshi? Should I play just 1 or 2 of that card to make my deck more consistency? That's the debate. So here I'm glad he was a 4 life. I was able to do Gedatsu. This was in this. I think this stream was in December, late December, and I think I won a few games because I was starving them sometimes a little bit or attacking low, and that's the advantage when you go 5. Thank God I had the Nami here. I think I searched earlier. I don't remember. Also, some in locals you might see, and I saw in regional, you might see one of. They might play one of the lot, so it's good to play around it, because it hurts when they just take cards out of you, man. But here I'm having a great start, and that's like when I look at this, because this was a long time ago, early in the format. When I look at this, man, I'm like, man, I might put that card back. Because some games I just lose because I didn't see Rygos, or I lose because I didn't see my pieces, you know, like my trigger pieces, like my Namis, my Rygos. But at the same time, we have so many tools in the deck, like we can like just outgrind our opponent, and that's what happened to BY. Shout out to you, man. Great game, great player. He told me he's learning BY now. He's grinding with him. Me and other players tell him, man, maybe a few turns you should have been more aggressive towards my life instead of my board. But it was a great game. It was really bad for me because I was falling behind because I didn't have Namis on curve. I didn't see my Karas. I was like, what is going on? He played back-to-back Geckos, and I'm like, oh my god, man, this is rough. But I was able with the Yamato and the aces. I have gameplay against Najib. It didn't happen in the locals that he won. When he won, it was recently. That's why we put the deck profile. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. He goes in depth. He's playing. He has an interesting build. He's a great player. He's like me, that he's been grinding the same leader for a long time now, so he knows his lines. He knows his plays. But I play him early in the format, and you guys gonna see things that you can have used as an NL player to get those wins. But what I learned is, so here I'm going bunch of 5, and I'm just gonna attack Vase. I'll be able to kill the blocker. That was really good for me because now he has to give me his hand or go low in life. And this is a great turn for me because he only has 1 character on board, and I have a white board. This doesn't happen often. It's really hard for that to happen. This is just me having a good day, to be honest. They're just facts. It is what it is. But looking at this gameplay, analyzing with you guys, I might just go back and play that Searcher, man. I don't know, man. Maybe it's the wrong call, but I don't mind losing, guys. That's part of the game. Yesterday, I was a Lobos 3-0, and then I faced 2 bad matchups. I faced Blackbeard, guys. If I would have survived 1 more turn, maybe I get there. But it just saw 3 Jesus back to back, 10 drop, and it was a wrap. And then I faced my homie Ethan, or Even, I think it is. Shout out, my bad for Even. And he, so you're going, yeah, block, yeah. So here, it's kind of scary. Now he's putting that pressure. I don't have a lot of cards in hand, but he doesn't have a lot of cards in hand either, I think, because he counter aggressive the last turn to be healthy. So let me see what I do now. So guys, that's the thing about locals and like the format being open. Back-to-back bad matches. I just got cooked. Yeah, so I'm going 10-8. That's interesting. I mean, the reason I'm doing that is because he doesn't have a lot of cards in hand. Maybe that's not the best play. Yeah. So here, do I have Raigo, chat? I don't know if I have Raigo. If I would have Raigo, I'd just go 5 and 9 alive and then Raigo the 10 drop just to make sure you killed it. Here, I might put 4 Dawns. Like I say, there's a debate where I just go to life. Interesting. So I'm going 10, 11, 12, 13, chat. He has the Gungam. Yeah, he has it. So, yeah. Yeah, the reason I did that is, yeah, maybe I would have put 2 Dawns extra and maybe killed it. Maybe he didn't have enough after Gungam. Man, you see that crazy stuff that he Gungam and still have all those cards in hand, man. That card's so nice. But I'm gonna establish the blocker. Triggering a Frankly, it is amazing. So this is like the perfect scenario, chat. This is what you need for you to happen against Purple Luffy. They need to start slow. When they do Luffy Tower, they only play a blocker. And you can like Nami, Kadatsu, play a high end, play a blocker, and then like, oh, I'm gonna trigger also. So, but I mean, I tested. I mean, after yesterday locals, it was rough. I'm not gonna overthink about Purple Luffy. It's just a matter if they don't, if I see my cards and they open mid. It's just a bad matchup. Yeah, I can change my list. I can really change my list and make that matchup better. For example, I can play more body triggers. I can like play the Nekomomosuke, the Kikonoyo. It should just be more on an aggro build where like I'm just gonna go punch life and because you're always gonna be low in life, I'm gonna trigger a lot. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna trigger a lot, you know, and then I'm just gonna overwhelm you. Because the problem that I lose to Purple Luffy, yesterday Ethan just play a bunch of 5 and 4 cost lower characters, and it's just like, wow, too much pressure. So I know I can literally change my build, but Locos is healthy. You're not always gonna see Purple. You're not always gonna see Blackbeard. So that's the dilemma. Where like, okay, now I put the Lucy's back in my deck. I'm gonna try 2, but now the dilemma is maybe that card is dead in a lot of matchups. What, you know, maybe I hurt my winning percentage against my best matchups because I'm adding a brick to my deck. But I like to keep things interesting, things fresh. And I'm not going to be shy away from making changes and being myself. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to shy away from that. So here, I'm going 7 alive. I smell blood. He has 1 life. Does he has another Gungam? That's the question. Am I making the right play, chat? Do I have a cat in hand? Go back to 2. Trigger the Frankie again. But I'm going to commit. Maybe I play, I don't know what I do here. Let's see. Because here you just ignore the board, to be honest. When I went 10-8, is because I was like, I'm gonna eat your hand, and hopefully I was thinking I'm gonna go 12 to 8, kill that character, and then play a blocker, and then yeah, that's why I did that. Those numbers. You could tell me in the comments down below if that was the best choice. Maybe I should have went on in, but I think some scenarios, depending the game state and depending their hand, sometimes it's okay to go for the board. He took that 7. I'm like, there's no way, brother. There's no way you did that. That could be a bait, but brother, if you can block, if I can go 7 is 7, but he has too many cards in hand. This is so scary, chat. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared, bro. If that's the right numbers, if that was the right call, chat, I don't know. I'm so scared, man. That's early in the format. I also struggle sometimes doing the numbers. Man, if you have the counter, brother, you have the counter. How much is that, chat? That's 8 plus 9. So he goes 9. Gives me a card. Draw 2. So I'm going 8 plus 9. That's 17. GG's, man. Oh my god, man. Thank god he didn't get there. He had a lot of 1Ks. Maybe I should have went 7, 7, 7 and then all in. I think that was the right number. But I feel like if they have a counter and they have Gongo in the end, and if your last attack is like 12, 13, they can still counter it. So that's why I was like, man, if you can block 18, yeah, because it was 8 downs, right, chat? So it will be 17. If you can block 17, man, you're the GOAT. Good for you. I mean, if you have it, you have it. But thank God he started really slow, and that's what you want against Pro Pop. So this is like the perfect scenario for you guys. But that's not gonna happen a lot. But seeing this gameplay, I'm like, maybe there's a room for the 3-cost search event where I can just see my Namis. Because if I can Nami early multiple times, and then Karayu Luffy Taro, and then choose Ace, 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 or Yamato, and keep healing, keep going back to 2, and then maybe I can Raigo one of the turns because you give me the opening, and then I play blockers, man, I have a chance. I think we play another one, but we're not gonna showcase that. It was just for fun. I think I was able to win this game too. We can maybe showcase skip a little quick because I want to make this short and sweet. You know what I'm saying, chat? But yeah, I think we play, and then you know what? It's not gonna be that long. This match is gonna be fast, so let's just do it for you guys. Might as well. 2 for 1. That's gonna be in the description, in the title of the video. 2 for 1. Yeah, the first one was locals. I was able to get that win. Now we want to keep testing. So let's see what I do here, and things that we can just refresh our memory, and also like, okay, now I because you need to be able to adapt. Because I think in this game I drew a lot of Yamatos, and I think I'm starving a little bit because you want to get value of those Yamatos. Because if he's a 3 life, I mean, good players, or like, I mean, it's scary. But what some play, I'm not gonna say good players, we're just gonna like aggressive players. They're just gonna take life every turn, so they can just, you're not gonna Yamato my board. But at the same time, that could be a double-edged sword, because I can like now be more aggro because you only have 2 of 1 life. But let's see, we're mulligan. We see what, let's see what we do here. But looking at this gameplay for a fact, I think I need to start teching against Blackbeard. I was talking to a few players yesterday, and they were telling me like, guys, in less than a month we're gonna have OP-09 in the format. That means there's gonna be a lot of Blackbeard, and we gotta start teching against that deck. And I'm also excited. I got mixed feelings because we don't know what's gonna happen in the format. We don't know what's gonna happen in the ban list. So I'm like, oh my god, man, like, but I think we get in the ban list before 10, because Worlds is gonna be March 15, 16, and on 16 they're gonna do the ban list, the second day Worlds, if I'm not mistaken. Here it's kind of risky because if I trigger it, but I can go back to this where I'm countering early to keep myself healthy. Maybe I do that, chat. Maybe that's what I gotta be, because I like to take the first few hits and then count and keep myself at 2, so I can have card advantage. You know, but if you know your opponent is playing that law blocker, yeah, you know. So here I get Raigo and a Capone. You see what I'm saying, chat? Like, the reason that I took that card out and haven't played since, I would say, like a month, is because I was whiffing sometimes, chat. Only getting one target. And he was feeling horrible. But that's luck. I mean, it is what it is. And the good thing about that card, that triggers draw card. You know what I'm saying? But I've been doing really well consistently with Enel without that card. But some matchups, you're like, if I would have seen my Namis, if I would have seen my Ragos, and that card helps with that. And the good thing is that card can get you 2Ks too. You know, that's the good thing about that card. Here he's having a better start. It's all about if I have the Nami. I don't think I do. And this is rough. Oh, we do. Let's see. Thank God. So, yeah, I'm healthy. You know, I don't know his hand. He likes to defend aggressive. Okay, so yeah, you see, maybe his hand is better now. And he can take more hits. So here, I'm at 4 life. So maybe that's a good, like, if you have your pieces countering early, it's not the worst. Because I'm at 4 life. So I'm saving a lot of resources now. I can get 3 cards out of my hand for free. And I have Rago in hand. I have Yamato. So I think this is something we can try, guys, in the future. Where, like, we defend early. 2, make it sure. Okay, 3. So having that triggered is amazing too. Now I'm filtering my hand and I have more card advantage. So what we do here? We do a Yamato and I think it was another Shirayoshi. So here, that's not the worst. He's going 6 alive. I can counter. Yeah, I'm thinking what you have. Maybe take the hit because I'm gonna go to 9 dons if I'm not mistaken, chat. So, or 8 dons, I don't know, I don't remember. But I'm countering aggressive, so maybe that's the strategy, chat. You know, just counter aggressive, keep yourself healthy, you know, and you pray. So here, no, I'm at 8 dons. We decided that he was gonna go first because in the local game, I won the dash round, went first. So I'm testing, guys. If you want to really grind the matchup and learn more, you change. Like, you do the dash roll, but then you play a best out of 3. So whoever wins pick first, and then you trade. So whoever wins first goes second in the second game, and vice versa. So I'm going 1-1. That's hilarious. Okay. I'm like, damn. Let's see what I do now. Tell me in the comments down below if this is the right call. That's what I'm saying. I just gotta do a better job of adapting to my hand. 5-1. Okay. Now we have 7 dons. 12-2. 12-6. Interesting. I don't think if you have the Gungam, but 12-8 if you have Gungam, I just give you a free recycle. So I don't think that was the worst play either. But you see here, I'm going more for board. But man, the thing is, man, Purple Luffy plays. I'm being blessed that he's just playing one thing per turn. You know, sometimes they play 2-3 turns. I mean, 2 things per turn, and it's really rough. And that's when you start falling behind. And I'm being blessed to see my removal. Yeah. So here it goes 7 Anami. I think you have to let it go. It is what it is, you know. And then 9 alive. I have to take it. Trigger. Oh my god. 2. Oh my god, man. That's a blessing. Right now I have only 1 Shirayoshi in my deck. Cause it's tight. The rune is tight, chat. Because so I do a Raigo get that's okay, that's not the worst. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, if a purple Luffy player just playing blockers every turn, he's buying you time to play your high end. Let's see what we do now, chat. So we go 6 alive. 6 alive? Let's see what we do. Yeah, 6 alive. Play Yamato and pass. So yeah, maybe that's what I do in the future. But yeah, I'm playing 1 because you want the consistency, but You know, it's just the room is tight. Because now you had too much room for the tech choices, chat. It's just tight. Yeah, you can make a sacrifice, play 10-2Ks, play only 3-0 costs and stuff like that. But just grind the matchups, find the cards that fits your playstyle, and just go for it. You're not gonna have the perfect list. Me, I have a style where like I like to. Man, he just playing a bunch of blockers, man, and that is a blessing for me, chat. That is a blessing, man. I have good card advantage because I'll be triggering shit at Yoshi. So looking back, I'm definitely probably gonna just make room for the searcher and give it a try. But let's see how today's the 27th, so today's Coast of South locals. I'm gonna be there. By the time you see this, you probably already saw the live stream, all that. But let's see how it goes today. If I don't do that well or I don't go undefeated, most likely I'm just gonna make room for the searcher. Because watching this gameplay is like, man, it feels great, man. It feels good. Be able to, against Purple Luffy, be able to see your Namis. If you don't see your high end, it is what it is. But here, it is amazing, chat. Be able to, I'm having the life right now. I'm having great triggers. And this is what you need to happen. This is what you need to. You want them to start slow, like I was saying earlier. And you want a good triggers. And I'll be having the god triggers right now. Yeah, the reason I took that hit is because he doesn't have no more rush. Even if he ramps, he's not gonna get, you know. Man, I'm leaving the live. I'm leaving the live chat because okay, mommy. I'm leaving the live chat because I'm pretty sure I have another Yamato. So you playing just 4 costs. This is and you are 3 live. It is amazing. So you able to search a Gungam. That's really good for you. Here, chat. You play Yamato, kill the Soyoro. I think that's his name, and then you go 6 and 9 alive. So this is everything is just the stars aligning for me. But don't get fooled, guys. This is a really hard matchup. It just everything's working out for me. And just put pressure alive. That's insane. He's giving me all that, but he's going back to 10. He wants to stay healthy. That's not a bad strategy either. And now he has to give me 1 more card. Yes. Okay, there you go. So yes, he has 3 life. He has maybe there's a debate there where he just give me the blocker. But let's see what happens now, chat. So here, if he goes 5 alive, I counter because I don't want to go to 0 this turn. I want to be able to like play Yamato comfortably, be able to kill a blocker. If I stay at 1 life and he stays at 2, there's no need for him to ramp. Maybe there is to play around the third Yamato. But like I said, if I have an ace in hand and he chooses ramp and now he has 2 life, I can go 5, 9, 9, and 10 alive. And that is really broken. And like I said, guys, it's just unfortunately for him, it just being he didn't open the knots, so it's just slow right now. And now I'm getting the board advantage, you know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna see how locals goes today or south, and if I don't have a good result or I don't, because I always, even if I go X1, I like to tweak maybe 1 card, change the ratio. Remember, guys, we are love. Well, I'm a oh wow, he got me good there. He got me good job. But the advantage is that I have the board advantage. So 1 blocker. And okay, that's not the worst if I have high end. That's not the worst. So the problem is of him, I knew he want me to, because he know me, he probably gonna block the first 5. I don't think how many. I think I would have. I have 7 exactly. So maybe he was just playing around me countering aggressive. That's why he did the searching first. But eventually, guys, I mean, usually, chat, a tip that is more efficient. You attack first. You see how your opponent reacts, and then you do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now I know you have no rusher, so I can take the 5 easily. Because that's what I'm asking. You don't have if your opponent is not good. I mean, he has he has 1, 2, 3, 5 downs open, so he's not rushing me anytime soon. In here, I feel like he shouldn't attack there. He's filtering my hand. So yeah. You don't need to attack me there. You can pull me at 1, that's fine, but don't attack me. If you only have 1 attack, don't attack me again. Here is a little bit scary because he's going wide. I don't have. He law me. He has a wall. He has 2 blockers, but I have 2 9s, and I can almost go 5, 9, 9 and play a character. And if I have another Yamato that I think I do, be able to kill the Soyoro, remove the pressure, and go 6-9-9. I'm eating your blockers no matter what, and I'm have the board advantage. And thank God, chat, in this game, he saw a lot of bunch of 4s, and I was able to have the Yamatos. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like, me analyze this game right now with you guys, and shout out to, I think his name is Sergio. He plays Enel. He told me that a strategy that he used, he just play his curve, and he does a lot of bunch of 5 and 6 through the whole game. That way, yeah, he's gonna be more like, if you're going 6 and 5, no matter the type of player, he's usually gonna counter for the most part, because you're only asking for one card of his hand, because he knows later in the game you're gonna be asking for more. So now he's forced to go for game, but he doesn't have enough attacks unless he have a rusher. So he's going 6 alive. Let's see what I do. So you counter, don't get greedy, stay healthy. You got a bunch of 5 and 6, you eating his hand, and then in the late game it's easier for you to kill him. And also, your Yamato has more value. He has more value, your Yamatos, But players are gonna play around that and just take the damage. But like I say, I mean, sometimes it is what it is. So I countered the 6, I took the 8. Yeah, it's looking good for me. Going alive, it just fell through in my hand. Yeah, just fell through in my hand. And then now it's just, yeah, it's looking good for me. Okay. Yeah, here's really rough for him. If I don't think I have the ace in my hand, chat. But if I top that I ace, man, it's looking, and I think I did, chat. I don't know if I did. But here it's just looking good for me. Of course, there's a scenario where I think I topped the ace. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe I had it. There's a scenario like I can still lose. Because I can only go to 2 life, and if I whiff, maybe he kills me. Oh, we had ace. GG's. Let's see. GG's. You see, different games. Oh, I had a Capone that was good. I had a few counters in hand. So I think we survive no matter what the next turn if we whiff. Maybe there's a debate there where I go 9-7 just to clear the board, and then 10-8. Because even if I don't kill you that turn because I'm going for your board, you give me your whole hand to defend your board. And yeah, you can play the tantrum next turn or whatever, but I'm still going to be ahead of you because I was going to have 3 9s and a 10k in board. So I can easily math you out, kind of. But man, shout out to you, man. Thank you for the testing, for wanting to play another one after the tournament game. And man, looking this gameplay, I can be like, you know what? Let's give it a try to the searcher again, see how it works. Like I say, guys, I'm always gonna give different opinions depending how the format is developing through my local scene, what I'm watching in high competitive rounds, and also playstyle, and preference. But like I always say, I can have an argument of why I don't play that specific card right now, but it doesn't mean the card is bad, and it doesn't mean the card you cannot make room for it in your deck. So that's the beauty about the format in One Piece right now. It's like mixed feelings where, like, yes, it's fun, you always gonna play different leaders, but it's harder now to like go undefeated or like dominate locals because it's open. So you're not gonna always have the perfect list. So now it's like, now top decking matters more. Now you seeing your pieces matters more, because if you don't see your pieces and you're playing against a bad matchup, you're gonna fall behind. But guys, thank you for the support that you guys been giving us in the channel. Now, by the time of editing this, the 27th February, we have, chat. This is amazing, man. This is like a dream come true. We have 1,421 subs, guys. You guys been commenting, liking. We really appreciate it. And please, if you haven't done it, subscribe, like, comment, share. I'm always trying to almost answer every comment, and because I really appreciate you guys taking your time. But please do, okay? It really helps us in the algorithm. But take care. I love it. I love it. GG's. Let's keep grinding, guys.